engineers hid a violent secret inside your brake pedal, a secret they gave you the key to but never taught you the language. And the key is that terrifying vibration, that shuddering machine gun pulse that feels like your entire car is tearing itself apart at the exact moment you need it most. We're told it's a warning system, but that is not the whole truth. It's a message, a physical message, written in the language of pressure and speed, a language you were never meant to understand. Until now. Imagine this. You're driving. The world is normal. Music is playing, the sun is out. Then, in less than a second, your world shrinks to a single point. A car pulls out. A deer leaps into the road. Your brain bypasses all rational thought. It sends one single primal command to your foot: stomp. You slam the brake pedal to the floor, bracing for the scream of tires, for that gut-wrenching lurch as you lose control. But instead of a skid, you feel it. A rapid, violent kicking against the sole of your shoe, a deep mechanical growl from beneath the car. It's a feeling of pure chaos, a feeling that the very machine you trust with your life is failing, betraying you at the worst possible moment. But what if I told you that chaos is actually perfect, calculated, superhuman control? What if that violent shudder isn't the system breaking, but the system breaking the laws of a crash?
We think of our car as a simple machine. We press a pedal, the car stops.
But in that critical moment, your simple input is just the start of an incredible story. A high-speed battle between your will and the unforgiving laws of physics. To understand this secret, you first have to understand the enemy. It has a simple name, but it's the silent killer of control. Wheel lockup. It's a terrifyingly simple concept. When a wheel stops spinning and starts skidding across the pavement,
It loses almost all of its ability to grip the road. To understand why, think about pushing a heavy refrigerator. Getting it to start moving is the hardest part, right? That's static friction. But once it's sliding, it's much easier to push. That's kinetic friction. A rolling tire uses that powerful static friction to grip the road. But a locked, skidding tire?
that's kinetic friction. It's no better than a hockey puck on ice. You can't steer. You can't control your direction. In that moment, you are no longer a driver. You are just a passenger in a multi-ton projectile.
This is the demon every engineer, every race car driver has tried to defeat for 100 years. For decades, the only defense was a rare human skill that was more like a superpower. It's called threshold braking. It's an art form, a dance on the razor's edge of disaster. A driver has to feel the exact millisecond.
The tires are about to lock up, and in that instant, they have to ease off the brake just enough.
To let the wheel spin again, then immediately reapply the pressure. On, off, on, off. It's a skill that
Takes thousands of hours of punishing practice to master. Even the greatest Formula One drivers in history, legends who
Could feel the soul of their car through the seat. Couldn't do it perfectly every single time. And they, definitely, couldn't do it in a real-world panic, with their heart pounding in their chest. But then, engineers had a revolutionary idea. An idea that would change everything. What if a machine could perform that dance? A machine with no fear, no panic, no adrenaline. A machine that could think and act 100 times faster than any human could even dream of. They decided to build a superhuman reflex right into the car itself. They decided to build the anti-lock braking system, the ABS. And this is where the story becomes mind-blowing. Hidden deep inside your car is an invisible brain, the ABS control unit.
this brain has eyes on every single wheel. Tiny magnetic sensors that are monitoring rotation speed hundreds, sometimes thousands of times, every second. They are constantly screaming information back to the brain. Spinning, spinning, still spinning. Wait, this one is slowing. Down too fast. And the brain has hands. A complex hydraulic block filled with solenoid valves. Think of it like a lightning-fast switchboard that can control the brake pressure to each wheel, all on its own.
So, when you slam on the brakes in a panic, you're not just pushing fluid to the wheels anymore. You are sending a signal, a request for an emergency stop. And in that instant, the ABS brain takes over.
The second one of its sensors screams that a wheel is about to lock up. The brain bypasses you completely. It commands a valve to open, instantly releasing brake pressure on that single wheel, even while your foot is still mashed to the floor. The wheel immediately starts spinning again, regaining that critical grip. A millisecond later, the brain commands the valve to close, reapplying the brake.
Release, apply, hold, release, apply, hold. This isn't happening once or twice. This cycle is exploding 15 to 20 times.
Every single second. It is threshold braking at a speed that is physically impossible for any human being.
Think about that. In a 3-second emergency stop, the ABS has made up to 60 perfect individual decisions to keep you in control.
You made just one to stomp on the pedal. The system is holding each tire at the absolute peak of its gripping power, allowing you to both brake with the maximum possible force and, crucially, to steer around the danger. And now, the secret of the pedal is revealed. That violent, shuddering pulse you feel kicking back at your foot. It's not a secret code. It's not a warning that something is wrong. It is the raw, unfiltered, physical evidence
Of that battle being waged on your behalf. You are literally feeling the hydraulic pressure in the brake lines being rapidly cycled by those valves. You are feeling the system fighting, moment by moment, to keep each wheel from locking.
The vibration is the system's way of shouting back at you. I've got this. I am actively managing grip.
Keep your foot down and steer. Early ABS systems were, of course, less sophisticated. The feedback was harsher, the sounds were louder. It was a raw, mechanical process you could truly feel in your bones. But the message was always the same.
It was the feeling of control, not the feeling of failure. It was the birth of a technology that has saved millions of lives.
Now you might hear some people say, a professional driver on a dry, perfect racetrack can stop shorter without ABS. And in some rare, perfect cases, they might be right. They can feel that edge of grip with a sensitivity
That a machine can't perfectly replicate in ideal conditions. But ABS was never built for a perfect world. It was built for our world. It was built for that unexpected patch of black ice, for the sudden rain shower, for the loose gravel on the shoulder of the road, in the unpredictable chaos of reality where you have one chance. To get it right, ABS is the ultimate trump card. It wins every time.
The feeling in the brake pedal is not an initiation into some secret driver's club. It's a universal feature. A piece of intentional design meant to tell you that your car's superhuman reflex has taken over.
The sensation that your brain screams is a terrifying malfunction is actually the signature of an engineering masterpiece. It's the feeling of physics being tamed. So the next time it happens, the next time your world narrows to a single point and your foot hits the floor, and you feel that pulse, that violent shudder, don't be afraid. Don't lift your foot. Recognize the feeling for what it truly is. It's not the car falling apart. It's the car holding everything together. It is the reassuring, powerful handshake of a system, designed with one purpose, to give you a fighting chance when you need it most. Now you see the hidden truth. That shudder is not a flaw, it's the system's voice, a message of control, not chaos. If you want to uncover more of the engineering secrets that shape our world and understand the invisible forces that are all around you, subscribe to the channel. Join the community of people who know how things really work.